or the European hinge, the reason why they came up with these hinges is because it's a 4 or 5 way adjustable hinge. So, I mean, sometimes you need to make your cabinet go this way, that way, this way. Like right now, your cabinets are you think they warped. In reality, they're not necessarily warped. It's just the hinge is putting pressure on it. So if I adjust them, it should be able to even that out to get that not easy close feel, so on and so on.
Okay.
Okay. Also, what we have is a soft close thing built inside the hinge. All right. So what that means to you is, remember your boys and those growing up, they take the cabinet door and bam, bam, bam. In today's time, it catches the door in a close, soft close.
I like that.
Right. Not bad, right?
Not bad.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now coming in from the outside, okay, talking about the outside, the door itself is a 5-piece door. You're like, man, what's a 5-piece door? A 5-piece door has 5 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle piece is the 5th piece. That piece is not actually in a way glued or tacked in place. It's kind of sitting there because wood expand and contract. Okay, and if I actually had it fastened in there, what would end up happening was it would put pressure on it and it would warp.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So throughout the years of manufacturing process, looking for longevity, long life in cabinets, what can we do differently? So we decided to come with the European hinges, thicker cabinet doors, a floating piece in the middle, and what that does is allow the door to move properly. Okay?
Okay.
And not only that, the hinge itself actually holds the whole entire door up. Unlike your cabinet here, and I hate to keep using your kitchen as an example,
man, no.
right?
Yeah.
But as your door here, nothing is really holding this door up but 2 screws on top and bottom. By us boring out the middle, right, that middle piece actually holds that weight of that door. The screws just keep the hinge in place.
Okay.
If that make any sense to you?
It does.
Okay. Now, on the outside, so we got the solid wood door, solid wood front. On all exposed sides, now this is how we save you a few dollars, okay? All exposed sides, meaning like on this side over here, Pat, on this cabinet over here to the far left, okay, that's an exposed side. And by having that exposed side, you want the exposed side and all the cabinets to actually age alike.
Yes.
Okay, so we actually make the outside plywood just like your cabinets. So if the stain will be the same, it will take the stain the same way. Plus, it would age the same way.
Okay.
You know, it makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Now, where we save you money at is in between the cabinets. People don't realize this, but this is a cabinet, this is a cabinet, and this is a cabinet. You actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabinets up here. Okay. And by having 5 cabinets up there, right? Basically, what that does is you have material inside, in between each cabinet. So if this is a cabinet and this is a cabinet, right? This is where the cabinets come together at.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 walls, left and right side. Right there, we use a manufactured material to keep the cabinets together. Right,
Okay.
so it's actually a double wall made out of manufactured material. The reason why we do it that way versus maybe a plywood or something like that is because this is where you save money. And these are unexposed sides that no one's ever going to see anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Why not do that?
so like, why would I want to spend extra money on something no one's going to see anyway?
Okay.
We don't screw our cabinets together with the manufactured material anyway. We screw the cabinets together through the solid 3/4 inch face frame. So all the face frames will be connected together, right? And we have a solid wood sides. Then we'll screw this right here, the top and the bottom of the cabinet, to the wall, to the studs.
Okay.
So once you put everything in place, structurally, it'd be 100% sound.
Got it.
That makes sense to you?
Makes perfect sense.
Any questions on that right now?
No questions.
Okay. I hope I'm not wasting your time here.
No,
Pat.
no.
Hoping it's helping you.
Definitely.
It's very important. Did you have any questions at all regarding the cabinets itself?
So no matter the style and or color I go with, all the cabinets are engineered that same way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when it comes to the drawers, our drawers are made out of 3/4 inch. Okay, drawers. If you can see here, and this talks about Dovetail Construction, one of the best construction ways of putting together furniture you possibly can. In today's world, we want to look at your kitchen like furniture, not necessarily like cabinets. Okay. Back in the day, it was just cabinets, cupboards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but today they're, in my opinion, furniture for the home.
All right.
Okay, that's why kitchens are getting more high end, looking more like shrines, if you will, versus just a kitchen. Okay, because I mean, at the end of the day, every holiday you have, where does everybody hang out at?
Kitchen.
is what they want to be around food, man.
Yeah.
Right? And you guys, I would just completely go through, we don't have the time on the film, but I would just go through it and just reiterate some of the stuff I already covered off on the cabinet, okay? Coming up next, talks about different before and after pictures. Personally, what I like to do is pull out my before and after picture book, and in today's time, I keep it on my iPad, so I'll have before and after pictures on my iPad to show homeowners that, and also I can make them bigger and smaller on the iPad because you control the size of the picture on the iPad. I personally think that's better than showing some generic pictures that Sears is loaded up. The last thing you want to do is make the homeowner feel as if you're pitching them. You want them to think that, you know what, this guy does this every day. He cares. He have a whole, Rolodex of clients that like him, and he have gathered a lot of information, and he's really out here to educate me, not sell me a kitchen. Okay. So now we get into what we call the visualizer. I personally don't like to touch on this as much. I basically want to show the homeowner, Mr. Jones, we do all our designs on this graph paper here, okay? But if you want to see kind of an idea of what this stuff may look like, we have this little software that can help us identify and kind of like pick out colors and stuff like that and kind of match them with the countertops. Is that okay? But I don't want to get into it because if I get into it right now, what's going to start happening to you guys is that the homeowner is going to want to start seeing samples. Do I want to show the homeowner samples? No, I don't want to show the homeowner samples. Okay? I just don't want to do it. Then I will get into how we have all the material they need. We have from countertops, sinks, faucets, handles, cabinets, backslashes. I also already have these downloaded on my desktop already or on my tablet. So when I start pricing this job out, all I have to do is give my tablet to the homeowner. They can pick out what they want, and I can go into the computer system and actually price out the job. It's kind of like it helps you do multiple things out at the same time. Okay. All right, Pat. The last thing, but not least, is I want to go over our installation. This is very important to us. Okay. This is where a lot of the disconnect come from. Okay. So here. The first thing that's going to happen is when the installer comes out, he ain't going to just roll this stuff out and say, move, Pat, get out the way, I'm putting the kitchen in. He's going to walk you through the process of the install and let you know what he's expecting to do, time frame, you tell him what door he should be using, how long he can stay in your house, so on, okay? Then we have our working area. The goal is we got to protect everything. We don't want to be detailing your house later on, so we're going to put a plastic tape off doors, do whatever we have to do in order to protect your home from work-related debris. It's going to be some, because you can't hide construction, okay? But for the most part, our goal is to make sure it's as clean as we possibly can while we're in your house, okay? The first thing we like to do, of course, is remove the sink, the countertop, get all that stuff out of the way, okay? Out of the way. By getting that out of the way, it's allow us to come in and take out all the cabinets, the doors, everything, right? And the cool part about this here, what we like to do is put it in your backyard, make like a bonfire out of it. I'm just joking. We ain't gonna burn the cabinets in your backyard.
Sure.
Okay? I'm positive. Unless you want us to do it, you can do it yourself. We'll actually haul away off your property, get it out of your premises. Okay.
All right,
We take care of all that.
This guy left the windows in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
I see people living on the back. I see them living in the front of the house, waiting on the trash truck to come get them. That kind of stuff. We ain't gonna do that. Okay. We will look at your electrical if that's part of what we need to do to upgrade your electrical to current, sort of for code and different things like that. GFI, right? We want to make sure we do that the right way. We also then at that point go through the process of installing all the wall cabinets. We get that in place, the base cabinets, right? Then we like to do all the trim, the molding, so on. Okay. Then of course we put the sink in, we put the countertop in, we put all the hardware on the cabinets and install the floor. We do offer floors. Like I said you wasn't sure. I do have flooring for you. I want to show you. If you think it makes sense to you, great. If not, no big deal. And the major thing, you guys, is just cleaning up, Pat. Just making sure that the place is clean at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. And truthfully, when it comes to everything, that's pretty much it. But I want you to read this for me, okay, Pat? If you don't mind, see right here, notice to the customer.
Yeah. Do not sign this statement until installation is satisfactorily completed.
Okay. What that means to you is this. Remember I told told you earlier about the 30, 70 and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make you happy, okay? But in order to make you happy, this is our way of saying you're happy. So if we come out, contractors come out, do the project, and you're 100% satisfied, we're gonna ask you to sign this. If you're not happy with it, don't sign it. Okay? Don't sign it.
All right.
But our goal is to make you happy, and I'm certain you will sign it.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Make sense to you?
That makes sense.
Okay. Any other questions?
Well,
Well, at this point, we gotta start picking some stuff out. But before we get there, let me ask you one last question, okay? Then we'll start designing your kitchen.
all right.
When it comes to our products that we offer, I showed you my cabinet. I showed you how we manufacture our cabinet. When it comes to the installation, I explained to you how our install work and how all that work. Do you feel that the way we install and the material that we offer is something that's gonna work for you and your family?
I think so.
So you like our cabinetry?
I like it. I think it'll last. I like how, the outside of the cabinets are different from the inside, where I can maybe save a little money there, but get the value still now. So
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the installation method?
I like the way you guys install it and the way you showed me the back of the cabinet, how it goes into the wall.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be a really good benefit. I just don't want it thrown up, and the way you guys put it in. I'm excited. Yeah, I didn't know it was this much that goes in the cabinet, so.
Oh, it's a ton.
Yeah.
I try to share with
Wow.
you as much as I can,
Oh,
but in
man.
reality, if I had shared all with you, we'd be here a lot longer than, oh my God, the 2.5 hours we already been here, so.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that much time.
Yeah,
All right.
and we haven't even picked out any samples yet or designed your kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get to that.
All right, let's do it.
Boom. So you guys, that's basically how I run through it. I will take my time a little bit more on steps 5 and 6, of course, but all the information is on your screen. Just run through it with the homeowner. I truly found that it's better to get up and kind of show the homeowner what they have currently compared to what we're offering them. I feel that it will make it more real, make it more tangible. They can actually see it, touch it, feel it. It makes better sense. Some of you guys may think that particle board or manufactured material was not the best material, but in reality, in order to save money, that's what you need to explain to the homeowner. Don't call it a particle board, call it manufactured material, and the homeowner is going to see the value in it, especially if you can understand how we actually install it. We don't screw anything into the manufactured material, so it doesn't really do anything anyway, and it actually has a double wall once you put the two cabinets together. So it's just different ways of spinning it, different ways of looking at it. The key is, please do not do your kitchen design until you're done with steps 5 and 6. And last but not least, you noticed my last screen I have on the computer here is the cost versus value screen. I will actually leave that screen up, okay, while we're designing the kitchen and while we're picking out material, because that right there is going to be a small reminder to the homeowner in a price conditioning way that, this kitchen could cost $38,000 to $70,000. So when we come in at $25,000, which is our average ticket here in Columbus is $22,000, it should be pretty simple to get the homeowner to move. Okay, you guys? So wish you the best of luck and good selling.